All right, guys, so I'm going to get into another one here for you in the extra section. And this one's going to be, once you generate your email lists and once you go through the process of actually, compounding them and making them a long email list, there are some things that you're going to want to do. If you're trying to expedite the process and make this faster for yourself. So obviously you can go through and look at them all one by one, to make sure that they look legit, that they have an @ sign, a dot something, two key crucial features that you're going to want to pay attention to. But rather than, and obviously this is a short one, I just pulled this up as an example, but if you have one that's like thousands of emails long, you're not going to want to necessarily scroll through slowly and look at every single one. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips right off the bat just to kind of expedite the process, help you get started, so that you can knock a lot of the issues out ahead of time, so you don't have to go through and scroll through one by one. Then you can kind of just scroll through and make sure that they're all pretty good looking. So a couple things to get started initially. So first and foremost, you're going to go to find and replace. This is going to be a crucial tool. And first thing that you're going to do is you start to notice, like right here, you have a bunch of spaces. That's going to happen a lot when you're doing this, because your picture software, when it's converting it to text, is not going to necessarily recognize that there aren't spaces there, or shouldn't be. So the first thing you're going to do is, like I say, go to find and replace. And with find what, you're just going to hit the space bar and put a space in there. And with replace, you're going to just leave it blank. And then you're going to hit replace all. And there you go, 243 replacements. It literally just deleted all the spaces. And that's how you get spaces, in between letters of the words in each cell gone. So that's the first thing, delete the spaces. Next is, in emails, there shouldn't be any commas, but you'll start to see that from time to time. So the next thing you're going to do is, put a comma in there for find what. And with replace with, you're going to put a period, and then you're going to hit replace all. And it couldn't find anything because this list is so small, but you'll start to notice that once you build bigger lists, this will happen quite frequently. And a couple of these that I'm going to go through for this specific list might not actually have any pop-ups for them because it's small, but for yours, I guarantee you might have a couple of them with your list. So it's something to keep in mind. Always go through this checklist, before you start scrolling down and manually checking your lists. Then the next thing is, a lot of times the software will detect com as corn for some reason. I guess it looks like corn. So you're just going to put corn in find what and then replace it with .com. Or not .com, sorry, just com. Replace all. Big surprise there. Didn't find any, but I guarantee you, that looks like a corn right there. Hold on. Maybe it's not. Oh, it definitely is. That's weird. Hold on, let's go back to find and replace. Find and replace. Oh, because there's a space in front. Make sure you delete that space. There we go. So corn with com, 41. Okay, there we go. So 41. Let's go back to the comma, because obviously there was a space in front of the comma too. So comma, no space, 2 period. Replace all. There we go. 36 replacements. But still. Yours will probably have a lot more. So it's important to do these things ahead of time. It will significantly cut your time in ridiculous amounts. So next we're going to do is we're going to move. You'll start to notice that you get a lot of these, a lot of these, and a lot of these, and then some forward slashes too. So that's the next thing. We're just going to go through and we're going to replace these with it looks like, I believe that they're ats most of the time. Yes, ats. So let's replace them with ats. Yep. There we go. And that's what you're going to want to do. You're just going to replace these with ats, because a lot of times it will, the software will pull them up and it will look like this combined with another letter, like an A or something, and that will look like that. So you're going to want to go through, obviously this only had like 4 and 7, but with longer lists that will happen more frequently. Now, a next one that you'll start to see, and I did see one as I was pulling this up really fast, right here, these copyright things. Let's just scroll through here and remove the hyperlinks. This copyright sign right here. Obviously, you didn't want a copyright sign. So That's going to happen a lot when you have big email lists too. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through, and I don't know why this has 2 ats. That's probably not that email probably will not work, but we're going to go back into home, find and select, and you're just going to go and search for one of those copy signs when you have a long email list. You're going to go to find and replace, put the copy sign in there, and then you're going to replace it with the @ sign. Replace them all, 24 replacements, there you go. And that copy sign should have gone away. So obviously this isn't an email too, we could delete this. But next, you're going to want to remove the duplicates just in case, for multiple reasons. Maybe the software pulled up a duplicate for whatever reason, or maybe when you were scrolling through on your Snagit and you actually pulled them off the thing, maybe you hit the same one twice and didn't realize it. Maybe it was at the top of a window and then the bottom of a window. So you're literally just going to want to replace the duplicates. So what I like to do is you can scroll through here, and then you're going to go to Home or Data, sorry, and then remove duplicates. And then column A, and there you go, 9 duplicates removed. So that's the checklist that you go through, guys. It's really simple. It take you a minute max maybe to do all these, but it will significantly reduce your time scrolling through. You can see that a good majority of these now look legit. There's no spaces, there's an @ sign, and there's .com. Obviously you have some here. Like you'll start to notice the more you do this too, that let's hold on. Remove the hyperlink so I don't click anything. That this, like, you'll start to get better at it just scrolling through really fast. So this is obviously at outlook.com, but it doesn't look that way. So this was probably top product at outlook.com, right? So obviously I'm pretty good at recognizing those things, but you'll get better too. Obviously this, we're not sure about what this is, so I might just delete this. Delete this, but the majority of them are at.com. This even has an @.mp. I would keep this. You never know. It could be a blog email, stuff like that. So like I said, guys, just run through the checklist. It will significantly cut your check time in half. I hope that helped.